Uh, right, Abhijit? Today we are going to discuss about access modifiers. Yesterday you asked
Okay,
about
Shashi.
what is this public, private, protected. You asked about when we have to use this one. I will explain about that one. Then we're going to discuss encapsulation and polymorphism. See once, Java supports two types of access modifiers and non-access modifiers. Sometimes while we writing the programming, you may observe, try to writing class test, class test. Sometimes maybe I write public class test, public class test. Maybe I write look like this one. Possibility is there. So here we are not mentioning any access modifier. Sometimes writing the method, while we writing the methods, maybe I write public static. Sometimes maybe final also I can use public static. So this is said to be access modifier. These are said to be non-access modifiers. Java supported the following types of access and non-access modifiers. Access modifiers are public, private, protected, and default type. So you have a doubt, sir, when public is recommended, when private is recommended, when protected is recommended, when default is recommended. Try to observe one by one. I wanted to concentrate. So Java supported access and non-access modifiers, which can be applicable before which fields we wanted to concentrate. Try to observe. See, before which one we can use, which one we wanted to concentrate. Access are non-access modifiers. Access are non-access modifiers. They can be applicable which level we wanted to concentrate. So we can apply them before the class. Before the class. So we can apply them before the, so inside the class, variables are constants. Before the variables are constants. So we are wanted to concentrate on variables. Apart from variables, before the constructors, before the constructors, before the methods, before the methods also we are going to using. Observe when which type is going to be accessible. When which type is going to be accessible. We can access, we can use access modifiers and non-access modifiers before the class, before the variable, before the constructors, before the methods, as well as before the blocks also possible. Now we wanted to concentrate which can be accessible before which one we wanted to concentrate. First, Java supported access modifiers. Access modifiers. These are the access and non-access modifiers are supported by Java. Before which one, which can be accessible. Try to observe. Public access modifier is there. Public is there. Private is there. Public, private, protected, default, default type, static type, static type, abstract type, abstract, as well as final, final, as well as strict FP, strict FP type, synchronized type, final, strict FP, synchronized. Similarly, one more type is there, transient modifier, transient type, as well as volatile type, volatile, as well as last one is strict FP. Strict FP is primarily not there. This is going to be added from JDK 1.2 version. Try to observe before which one, which can be accessible. Try to consider. Before which one? Which type can be accessible? Try to concentrate over here. Before the class. Before the class, we can declare class as, suppose I am going to declaring one class, any of the package. Here, observe, already there one class is there, test class. Class. Before the class, what is applicable? Public type is applicable. Similarly, I am going to writing one more thing. Demo. Class demo. Here I am not mentioning anything. Not mentioning anything, treated as a default. Class can be declared. You can declare the class as either public. Public type is supported. If you not mentioned anything, treated as a default type. Similarly, try to declaring the class as a private type. Allowing or not allowing? Raising the error. You cannot declare normal class as a either private or protected type. You can declare class as either public or default type. Sir, what about static classes, sir? Can we declare it? No chance. We cannot declare normal class as a this one. We can declare the class as a abstract type. Yesterday we discussed abstract class supported. Abstract class demo supported. But try to making as a static demo class, not support. We cannot declare the class as a normal class as a static. We can declare the class as either public or default type. So we can declare the class as either final or abstract type. You observe here. Final is supported. But previously abstract also supported. Abstract. Abstract type. Try to see here. Combination we taking, not supporting. So individually, final or abstract. Remove the abstract supporting. Remove the final supporting. But combination of both is not supporting. You can declare the class as either abstract or final. But combination of both is not supported. So before the class, there is no chance to declare it as a synchronized. Transient also not supported. Volatile is also not supported, but strict FP type is supported. We can declare the class as a observance. Strict FP type. Strict FP abstractor without combination also support. Can declare. No problem. But when we have to use this strict FP, we are going to using. In further, I will go to discuss about that one. Class. So these are going to be supported. These are not going to be supported. We can declare the class as either public or default. So we can declare the class as either abstract or final. Strict FP type is also supported. Apart from class, we are also using variables. Apart from class, we are also using variables. So before the variables, which is going to be supported? Int x, instance variable. Not mentioned anything. It is treated as a default type. Public type. Even public supported, private supported, protected supported. Once we can declare variables either public or private or protected, default, static variables. Final type is treated as a constant, synchronized observance, which is supported, which is not supported. I am going to try to give variable type allowed. We can declare variable as a public. Private type is also supported. Private type is also supported. Protected type is supported. Default type is supported. Static variables are allowed. Static variables are going to be allowed. Next, we cannot declare it as a in abstract type. Final variables, nothing but constants are supported. Synchronized, before the variable is not allowed. Transient, before the variable is allowed. Sync volatile. While we discussing about threads concept, I will discuss about this volatile keyword. While we discussing about object serialization, I will discuss about this transient. While we discuss about floating point of view, I will going to discuss about strict FP. Strict FP. Strict FP observance. Strict FP int x or double x. Strict FP double x. Supporting or not supporting? Does not support it. Before the class it is going to be supporting. Before the method is also going to be supported. But before the variable it's not be supported. Cannot support it, this one. Similarly, constants, constructors. Before the constructors, we can declare the constructors as only access modifiers. There is no chance to write any type of non-access modifiers before the constructor. Similarly, working with these methods, before the methods, which is going to be supported. Before the methods, which is going to be supported, which is not going to be supported, we try to observe. Before the method, we can declare the method as a public. We can declare the method as a private. So which combinations are supported, try to observe. We can declare public as well as declare the method as a private. Protected methods are supported. Default methods are allowed. We can declare the method as a static type. We can declare the method as a static methods are supported. Abstract methods are supported. Abstract methods are supported. Final methods are supported. Before the method, it allows synchronization. Synchronized methods. While we discussing about threads, I will go to explain about what is this synchronization. Transient, before the method, not allowed. Volatile, before the method is not allowed. Strict FP, before the method is going to be allowed. Which is allowed, which is before which one we discussed. But when we have to use which one we wanted to concentrate. When we have to use which one we wanted to concentrate, just I shown you which one is accessible before, which one just we seen. So what is the need of that one? What is the need of that one? When we have to use that one, we have to concentrate. Try to observe access modifiers. In my project development, there is several packages are available. Based on my requirement, we are going to writing the several packages. So when we declaring public, which type of accessibility, private, which type of accessibility we have to concentrate. Public, full-fledged accessibility. Suppose Abhijit is going to be creating his package. Under his package, he is going to be writing one class name is called as, is going to be creating one class name is called as my info, my information. So here you wanted main method, keep it, otherwise leave it. My info. Under my info is going to be declared. Under is my info is going to be declaring some methods. Void, suppose public void m1 method, one method name, any method name you can take. Public void m1 method, m1 method. Method 1 is going to be declaring. In his method 1, this out, just one statement I am going to writing. Logic you write. System.out.println. This is Abhijit. Some name we are going to read. So this is, he declare it as a public. He declare one method as a public. Similarly, one more method is also is going to be declaring. One more method is also declaring. He is making that method as a private. Making that method as a private. M2 method. M2 method as a private. In his private, is going to be declaring, understandability purpose, is going to be declaring something private. So he is declared public. Method 1 as a public, method 2 as a private, method 3 as one more method. So salary is a confidential for him. So that's why he's going to be declaring as a private. Similarly, one more method, M3 method. M3 method is going to be declaring that as a protected type. Protected void M3 method. So just he is going to be declaring as a protected. Abhijit, where are you working?
Adobe Systems.
Sorry, whatever. I'm working with Adobe, right? So here protected. Similarly, one more method also is going to be declared. What is the method? Method 4. method 4. In this method 4, something, right? This is a thing he done. So it's declared public type, private type, protected type, default type. 4 methods he declared under his package. His package name is com.abjit. So under his package, his class name he declared. Now we wanted to access. Now we wanted to utilize it. From where, which type of accessibility is public type of declaration, private type of declaration, protected type of declaration, default type of declaration. Under my info class, he declared. Under his package,
Sai,
for class, yeah.
the class, the method M4 is not default. It's private. You actually
Sorry,
said
sorry. I'm
M4.
taking it as a
Yeah.
default. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Uh.
Right object is making as a public, private, protected, default. 4 types of methods she declared. Which method is accessible? Which type of accessibility we wanted to consider? And he declared public, what happened? Private, what happened? Protected, what happened? Default, what happened? Declaring and utilizing. Declaring and utilizing. That's point of view is writing main method here also. Public static, he declared, he only utilizing public static wide main string of args. Public static wide main string of args. He started his execution. From main method. After starting the execution, wanted to utilize that. So he is working static to non-static. That's why even though same class also, object is required. My info my is equals to new my info. He created his class object and trying to accessing my dot m1 method. Similarly, my dot m2 method. Similarly, one more method, my dot m3 method. Similarly, my dot m4 method. Once he declared, and he is going to be utilizing all types of accessibilities within the same class. So he declared, Abhijit is declared, Abhijit is using within his class. Public property is accessible, private property is accessible, protected type is accessible, as well as default type is also accessible. Public, private, protected, default type can be accessible. Try to see once. Wait for a moment. Once this one, you observe it. So his package, under his package is going to be declaring, his package only is going to be accessed, declared under my info, using also under my info. So his class name is my info, utilization also under my info. So package name is com.abhijit is his package. Package name is com.abhijit is his package. Under his package is going to be declaring package name. com.abhijit is a package. Under his package is going to be declaring. Under that same package only is going to be utilized. Class name is my info. My info. Utilization also there with my info only. In the same package, same class, all types of access modifiers are supported. Same package, same class, all types of access modifiers are supported. Utilizing public type, private type, protected type, default type. Similarly, he is going to be writing with one class, utilization with other class. Writing with one class, utilization with other class. What is the logic we have to do? So declaration and utilization with different class. Under his package only. Previously, main method is available with his program only. That's why all types of access. But instead of writing this logic, I am trying to utilizing this logic with another class of is package only. New. One more class. Declaration under my info. Utilization under demo. Click on finish. Utilization under demo. Click on finish. What is the issue? Demo is already defined. Demo 1 you make it. You want to remove this one and remake it. Already the class is there with the name of demo. Remove it. Trying to creating one more class. Demo 1, 2, 3. Demo 1, 2, 3. We wanted main method also. Try to observe. Now, wanted to do declaration under my info, utilization under demo 1, 2, 3. Declaration under my info, utilization under demo 1, 2, 3. My info declaration. Utilization under demo 1, 2, 3. But both are available under same package. Both are available under same package. This one and this one both are available under same package. Try to observe which is supporting, which is not supporting. Public can be accessible. Public can be accessible. Which is not accessing. Private is not accessing. Except when he declared private, accessibility done within his class only. Within his class. Private. Very less access privileges that can be accessible within same class. Public having the higher access privileges, they can accessible within entire project or within same package or different package also. Similarly, private, very less access privileges within the same class only accessible. Now here also not accessible. Similarly, protected and default, both are going to be accessible. Protected and default. Observe here, he is going to be declaring, he is going to be utilizing, getting everything with his program. Everything is getting with his program. But he is declaring, I am going to utilizing. So we are both are belongs to same package. Then observe. Except his name is getting for me. Public property is getting to me. And protected type is getting to me. Default type is going to be getting to me. But which is not accessible? Private type is not accessible. Within the same package logic. Public, entire package can be accessible. Private, within the same class. Protected and default can be accessible. Same package classes, same package, same class, same package, different class. Working within the same package we wanted to use. Similarly, I wanted to concentrate on different package. Till now, we both are worked with the same package. Com.abhijit is a package. Within the package only we work. But outside the package, I wanted to do this one. That point of view. One more package I am going to doing. Abhijit is going to be declaring. Sai wanted to utilize. Abhijit, previously Abhijit and his friend is available with same package. No problem. But Abhijit is available with one package. Ayam is available with one more package. Which is accessible, which is not accessible. We wanted to consider. Previously you say, fine, your package name, same class, same method, same class. We are going to utilizing everything. But now, same class, same package, different class utilization. Same package, same class, all types of accessibility. Same package, different class, except private, all can be accessible. Now, we wanted to concentrate on different package. Under Abhijit package is going to be declared. Under Sai package, I wanted to utilize. Both are belongs to different package. New class. Testing class or something. Testing class. Main method I wanted, click on finish. Main method I wanted, click on finish. Now what I wanted to do, Sai Abhijit is written one class I wanted to utilize. That's why my info. Previously you observe, are you used anywhere with the import statement? Not used. While working within the same package, no need to import. If you're working within the different package, you must use the import statement. Testing package. my info my is equals to new my info. Try to observe. Previously, you written this line of code, same code here, no issue. Why? Because this one, this package name and this package name, both are available with the same package. But now, observe, the program is available with com.abhijit, utilization is com.sai. Try to access with other package, raising the error. Solution, you keep the cursor over here. See, automatically com.abhijit dot my info class. com.abhijit dot my info class we wanted to utilize. Mt dot. So there, public type of method, private type of method, protected type of method, default type of method we declare. Mt dot. There is a one method I wanted to call. What is a method name? M1 method. Public property. We declared as a public accessible. Next, mt dot. One more method also I declared. M2 method, private, may not be accessible. Next, try to observe one more thing. Mt dot. M3 method, protected type of method, may not be accessible. Mt dot. One more type of method also he declared. What is the method name? M4 method. Try to see once. It is also not accessible. Only which property can be accessible? When he declare public. Public only accessible outside of the package. Previously you observe one. So here he declaration done under my info. My info class. My info class is available under com.abhijit. Com.abhijit. My info class is available. But my class is available at where? com.sai. com.sai, my package is available. So this is available here. This is available here. Utilization with different package. Utilization with different package except public. Nothing can be accessed. Except public, nothing can be accessible. When he declared public, that is only accessible. So he wanted to work with, suppose declaration done with Abhijit, utilization done with any of the package. What you have to do? Public. Declaration done with Abhijit, utilization also done with within the Abhijit. Within his team members only he wanted to give the accessibility. Either you declare protected or default. Within his class only he wanted to access. What is recommended? Private type is accessible. Private, public, full access provision. Accessible within the same package class as well as different package class. Everywhere, entire project it can be accessible. Private, within the same class. Protected, same package classes as well as within the same package class only. Same class as well as different class of same package can be accessible. Now it's clear with you, Abhijit?
Yeah, it's clear. Sai.
But you observe one thing, they may ask in the interview questions, they may ask the thing, observe this one. Fine, both are same. Fine, both are same. Private
Yeah.
and default, both are same. Public, everywhere okay. Private, same class. Protected and default, you observe. Same package classes accessing, different package classes is not accessing. They may ask in the interview rounds, what is the difference between protected and default? Observe one small example I will going to discuss with you, easy to understand. Under com.abhijit, one new class I am creating. New class. Class name is ASDF. Any name you can give it. ASDF we are going to declare it. Under ASDF, two methods or variables, any type you take. I am taking protected. Protected, void, some method name. M1 method, any name you can give it. Understandability purpose. This out. This out. Protected method. Protected method. Similarly, I'm going to taking one method, default method. One more method also I'm going to taking, default method. Protected type I am taking, default type I am going to take. Not mentioning anything, treated as a default. Default method. So try to observe difference between protected and default. I declared under ASDF class. Under ASDF class, I declared one protected and default. Same package, com.abhijit package. Try to creating one subclass. Try to creating one subclass. Subclass name is ABCD. Any name. ABCD is a subclass for ASDF. Present class. ASDF subclass. Try to doing this one. Try to doing this one. Here I wanted to utilize. Here I wanted to utilize. ABCD is a subclass of ASDF. Subclass directly access the properties. Directly access the properties. Which properties can be accessible? I wanted to utilize the M1 property, protected type, as well as M2 property, protected type, default type, subclass. Subclass can be accessible. See once, what is the thing I done? ASDF. ASDF. Observe this diagram, easily get the information. What is the difference between protected and default? What is the difference between protected and default? So here observe, my package name is com.abhijit. Under his package, two types of declarations I done. What is the two types? Protected type of method I taken as well as default type of method I taken. Now I am trying to writing one class. Under that class I wanted to utilize. That point of view I written one class. ABCD is class. ABCD is a subclass for ASDF. ABCD is a subclass for ASDF. Try to access it. Try to access it. Both methods are going to be accessed. Under same package subclass, which is supported. Protected type is supported as well as default type is also supported. Now, I plan to write different package subclass. Different package subclass. Same package level we worked now. Different package level. Some class. So, but it is a subclass of ASDF. ASDF com.abhijit. Try to finish. Try to see which line of code. Previous code and present code almost same. Here I am trying to write void used method or use anything, method name not a problem. Here I wanted to utilize which methods are available with ASDF class. M1 method is there, M2 method is there. M1 I am going to calling. M1 method I am going to calling. Try to calling M2 method. Try to calling M2 method. Observe. M1 method is working. M2 method is not working. M1 method is working. M2 method is not working. See this diagram once and tell me the answer now. When protected is working, when default is working. M1 is going to be working. This line of code, red color indicating that is not going to be supported. See once and give me the answer for that one. What is the difference between protected and default? When we declare protected, what happening? Default, what happening? Now tell me, Abhijit, answer based on this diagram.
So on the same package, basically, if you access protected and default, they work, right? Both of them work.
Okay.
But if it's within a different package and you actually say it's a subclass of the same
Right.
same
If you ask
file,
the
then
question
the
of that one, you understand the
default
answer.
method does not work.
Answer,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How to give the answer? Here, protected can be accessible same package subclass as well as different package subclass. Same package subclass as well as different package subclass. But default can be accessible. within the same package subclass, but may not accessible different package subclass. Different package subclass point
Subclass.
of view. So working with the class, working class level here only supported. Class level both are not going to be supported, but subclass level you are going to working. Protected can be accessible different package subclass, but default cannot be accessible different package subclass. That's the difference between protected and default. Even
Default.
public full-fledged accessibility. When you declare public, my team working, other team working, anywhere, entire project it can be accessible. Private within my class, protected within my package, default within my package. But we are working with subclass level. Protected can be accessible different package subclass. Different package subclass. Observe here. Subclass level. Subclass level you working, it's going to be accessible. Subclass level it's going to be accessible. Subclass level it may not be accessible. That is the differentiation between protected and default. So these are the access modifiers, access and non-access modifiers. Public type, private type, protected, default, static, final, abstract, synchronized. In further we are going to discuss about these things. So here we are using public. Till we discussed about this one. Static. Already we discussed static variables, non-static variables, static methods, non-static methods. Final we are going to discuss. Yesterday we discussed about abstraction. In further, synchronization and volatile. While we discussing about threads, I am going to discuss. Transient, object serialization time, I will go to discuss. Before the class which is supported, before the method which is supported, before the constructor which is supported, before the blocks which is going to supported. Just I given about a brief overview regarding this. Is it now clear up to now?
Yes, it's clear.
So now we wanted to concentrate remaining parts of the OOPS object orientation. Under object orientation, you find protected and default. Under object orientation, till we discussed about public, private, several things, class, object, several things we discussed. Now we wanted to concentrate. Till now we discussed about class, how to create the class, how to access that class with the help of object. Similarly, we discussed about inheritance, superclass properties to subclass by using extends keyword. Similarly, yesterday's session we discussed about abstraction. Apart from that one, encapsulation is there. Apart from that one, you find encapsulation is there. Encapsulation, inheritance. Encapsulation is there. Polymorphism is there. Now I wanted to concentrate both of them. What is this encapsulation? What is this polymorphism? First, I will explain this code through Notepad based. You will get some idea. After that one, I will go to explain about IDE based. Try to observe. You have a knowledge about inheritance. Getting the superclass properties to subclass is called as an inheritance. That point of view, one example also we done related to banking example or something. Try to observe one thing. I am writing one class. Here, customer class. Last time we done this one, customer. What is the common properties to customer? Every customer having the account number is there. Long account number. As well as every customer having the name is there. Every customer having the name is there. Every customer having the balance is there. Double balance is there. So try to observe now. Superclass. Customer is a superclass. There data part is there. If you required method also you can write. But I plan to write those methods under subclass. I plan to write the methods under subclass. Class. Bank employee. Bank employee is a subclass. Under this subclass, they plan to give some input. Void input method. Void input method. So declarations done under here. Declarations done under here. I wanted to utilize, employee wanted to utilize extends customer. Bank employee extends customer. Customer properties wanted to access by this one. So above the declarations are there. Dynamical input you wanted to take it. Now I am directly accessing, directly assigning the values. Account number is equals to, understandability purpose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some number of the account. Account number. Next, name is equals to some Sai or something. Name of the customer. Similarly, balance of the customer. Employee is going to be assigning these values to customer. Some balance is visible to us. So super class, we declare the properties, utilizing those properties under subclass. Now, okay, declarations, initializations are done. Similarly, printing, void display method. Under this display method, whatever the fields are there, printing, sysout, system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println. Just I wanted to print the details. Name, decoration also required, right? Name is equals to plus name. Customer name I am interested to print. Customer name I am interested to print, as well as customer account number, as well as balance also I am interested to print. Name of the customer, account number of customer, double quotation, your wish. Account number as well as balance of the customer. Customer balance or anything, double quotation, your wish. Customer balance is equals to balance. Observe, in the super class I declare, subclass I am going to initializing and printing. Main method purpose, encapsulation demo. Public static void main string of args. Started execution. Subclass object I am going to create. Bank employee is a subclass. Subclass object I am going to create. Bank employee B1 is equals to new bank employee. Bank employee B1 is equals to new bank employee. B1 dot input method. B1 dot input method. B1 dot output method. Input method we are going to using. Output method also we are going to use. Input method when you call, cursor redirected, this part is done. Initialization is done. Cursor redirected and initialization is done. Till we declare encapsulation demo dot Java. Somewhere desktop location. Encapsulation demo dot Java. Try to compiling and executing. Command prompt, desktop location, Java C, encapsulation demo dot Java. Trying to printing. What is that one? Input method. Method name is display method. Sorry. Method name is display method. To printing purpose, display method. Compiling and executing. Compiling this program and executing this program. Super class declarations are done. Subclass utilizations are done. Till now, no problems are as usual. Class inheritance concept only done. But instead of that one, what we are going to doing is the Abhijit is saying that as a Sai or someone saying that, sir, my account number is confidential, sir. I don't wanted to allow anyone to access this one. We wanted to declare it as, sir, I wanted to utilize my account number within my class only. Here we not mentioned anything. That's why it's default type. Subclass can be accessible. Working within the same class is no problem. Subclass can be accessible. But what he's saying, sir, my account number is confidential, sir. I don't wanted to share that account number to anyone, making it as a private. Previously declared as a default, everything is fine. Account number is private. Similarly, balance is also private. Balance also private. See these things. Previously declared as a default or public, any type, no problem. But when he modified, see the thing, compile, which is private. Account number is private. Balance is private. That's right. So private, when he declared default, it can be accessible everywhere. But when he declared as a private within here only, in subclass may not be accessible. In subclass may not be accessible. That point of view, solution for this one is getters and setters method. Very, very important factor in development. Getters and setters methods. Getter method, assigning the value. Setter method, assigning the value. Getter method, retrieving the value. Getter method, retrieving the value. Once, what is the logic we have to write for solution? So we try to write assign the value by employee is not supported. Employee cannot be assigned the value. Why? Because he declared as a private. Private can be accessible within the same class. If you wanted to access within the same class, what is the thing you have to write? You have to write one public. We have to use one method void assigning the account number. Set account number. Set account number method. So this method must be taken as a parameterized method. This method must be taken as a parameterized method. Long account number. So what we have to do? Employee is going to be passing the value. That value should be assigned here. That must be make it as a globalize. What we have to do? This dot present class. This dot, both are same. Account number is same. That's why we're using this. So what you have to do? If you wanted to assign the value, we must call that method. If you wanted to assign the value, we must call the method. What is the method name? Set account number method. Subclass directly, no need of object. Directly calling set account number method. That is a parameterized method. That's why we passing the argument. So when you pass it, that is affected here. That may be applicable here. That may be applicable here. Previously, you find lot of errors. 4 errors are there. Account number accessibility error. Now that is rectified or not, you observe. Account number set account number method. Set ACNO. Recompile it once. Cannot find.
Balance is also private, no?
Balance is private, but the error is this part we are going to get it.
Oh, yeah, because yeah.
So when you done,
Okay.
and try to access. Previously, 4 errors are going to be getting. Set account number showing as a private. Now I rectified that one. See? Now we getting, previously we getting the issue with this part. Now that is going to be rectified. Why? Because whatever you pass it, private, that's why not accessible in subclass. To overcome that one, here only I'm assigning, here that value is going to be globalized. Similarly, here also, what is the method I have to write? One more method, assigning the values purpose. One more method for balance. Public void set balance method. Set balance method. What is the type of balance? Double balance. Double balance method. Here also this dot balance is equals to balance. This dot balance is equals to balance. We have to take it. So here also we wanted to use, instead of balance method, we have to call that method. What is the method name? Set balance method. Set balance method. Recommended to write the method name with lowercase.
Yeah, B is small.
Words
Yeah.
are capitalized.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Now I rectified setting point of view. Setters method, assigning the value. Similarly, retrieving purpose, we have to write the getters method. Now, assigning point of view, no problem. But what is the problem? Printing point of view problem. overcome this one, we wanted to use getters method. Getters method assigning. Similarly, we wanted to assign that retrieve that one. This line of code is not supporting. This line of code is not supporting. Why? Because they are the private properties. Now I'm changing it as a public get account number retrieving purpose. But this here account number is a long type. Long type. Here is not a parameterized method. Here I mentioned the return type. What is mandatory? Return statement is mandatory. Return of account number. When you done the return of account number, execution started, you are asking what you are going to doing. Get account number method you are going to call. Get account number method you are going to calling. When you call the account number method, cursor line number 34 to cursor jump to line number 14. So here we find some logic is completed. Return statement, terminate the method, passing the result. Cursor coming to 14th line, the logic is completed. After logic completing, result is again coming back. Result is again coming back and printing over here. Instead of printing here, printing. Similarly, set get account number, get balance method. Get balance method. Balance type I taken as a double type. Balance type I taken as a double type. That's why return type must be double. You taking the return type, must you give the return statement. Must you take the return statement. Observe once. After doing this one, setters methods. When you done the setters method, assigning the values. Getters method is going to be retrieving the values. So once the program point of view, when you declare private also, normally not mention. Sorry, you have to mention here method name. What's the method name? Get balance method. When you call the get balance method, cursor goes to that balance method and retrieve the information. Setters methods is going to be assigning the values. Getters methods are going to be retrieving the values. Here, this is directly done. Why? Because we not declared as a private. When you declare the private, it can be accessible. It can be accessible. The concept is called as encapsulation. Encapsulation, capsule normally combination of, this is a data part, method part. These are the method part. Combining data and methods under a single unit is known as encapsulation. Encapsulation is nothing but combining data part and method part under a single unit is known as encapsulation. Private properties accessibility purpose. You declare it as a private. Private can be accessible within the same class only. It cannot be accessible outside. But if you wanted to access in the outside, what we have to do? Public setters and getters method. Public setters and getters method. When you observe here, you written the whole logic by you. But how IDE is going to be working with the same application? How IDE is going to be working with the same application? Try to observe. IDE internally generate the all code. Least bother about to write this one. Here I written set ID, get ID, set balance, get balance written by me. But I will going to show you how this logic is executing through IDE based. One example, I am trying to taking one more new package. Easy understandability purpose, separate concept with separate package. New package, com.encapsulation. Com.encapsulation, finish. This is an example only I will going to give you, easy to get. Previously written a lot of lines of logic by me, set method, get method, everything is written by me. Now try to observe here encapsulation demo, main method purpose, encapsulation demo. Public static void main you wanted, you take it. Class, customer class I am going to take. Class, customer class I am going to take it. Under customer class, otherwise employee class. Already customer class example is there. Employee class. Employee class. Properties can be accessible by management. Class. Management. Extends employee. Employees are going to be giving their details to that one. that can be accessible by management of organization. Extends employee. Superclass name is subclass. Superclass name is employee. Subclass name is management. So employee wanted to make this employee ID. Every employee having the ID. Int emp ID. Int emp ID. String e name, employee name, as well as salary. I will go to take double salary. Double salary. So declaration under this employee class. Utilization we wanted to do. So just the declaration done. Utilization we wanted to utilize. Void some method name. Any of the method, input method, or assigning the values, any method name you can take it. There I wanted to give the values to those fields. Employee ID, EID. Accountant or someone is going to be assigning the ID. Next, similarly, employee name. Name is equals to some size. Employee salary. Salary is equals to something. But till now I not declared any type of thing. I declare it as a default type, the subclass that can be accessible. So similarly, display method. Under display method, just this out. I wanted to display EID. Employee ID I wanted to display this out. System dot out dot println. E name I wanted to use, as well as this out. Salary I wanted to display. Superclass I am declaring. Subclass I am initializing and printing. Normal logic previously whatever we done as it is. Main method, public, static, void main. You can write them individually or common together also, no problem. Because of this class is separate byte code file. This class is separate byte code file. This class is separate byte code file. Even though you're writing together one program or together individual programs also, but while you compiling, internally each and every class separate byte code file is generated. Public static void main string of class. Starting the program execution main method. After writing, so I wanted to start the execution. So here I wanted to utilize subclass management. M is equals to new management. Created object for subclass. So all properties we can use. M dot input method. Input method assignment is done. M dot display method or some method name, whatever the method name is. Started execution when you done input. So these values are going to be assigned. Display method, those values are going to be printed. Normally writing the code as it is. Inheritance logic will get it. But now what we wanted to do to make it as a employee ID is a confidential private. Employee ID is a private. Observe. Line number 12 we getting the error. Line number 18 we getting the error. When is a default subclass can be accessible. Similarly, salary that is also private. So what we have to do, Sai, Abhijit, for this one, you have to write the setters and getters methods. But keep the cursor over here. So line number 12 we getting the error. Line number 14 we getting the error. Observe this employee class. Only variables are there. Keep the cursor with line number 12. So what is the solution? 6 fixing availabilities are there. Change visibility to protected. Change it to protected. Change. Second one you observe. Create. Keep the cursor over here. Create getters and setters for EID. Create getters and setters for EID. Observe. Line number 1 to 6 means there is a no code related to setters and getters method related to EID. Just click on this button means this solution. See that one automatically. What we getting? Set EID method. Get EID method. Set EID method is getting. Get EID method is getting. Previously I written the whole code. Set ID, account number, set balance. But while you working with IDE, automatically getting. Now that part of solution is done. Similarly, here is also get method is only calling. Now we getting the issue of salary, private type. Set setters and getters methods for salary. Just click. Automatically observe what methods? Get salary method, set salary method is getting that logic. Are you written any of this code? Automatically, while you working with IDE, user friendly develop. You should think bother writing the error rectification by you. This is called as encapsulation. What we doing here? Data part. Capsule, generally capsules are there, medical capsules are there. In this one, some liquid part is there, something, some dry part is there. Together, one unit we are going to do. This is also combining data part, method part under a single unit. Data part is there, method part is there under a single unit is known as encapsulation. Class is a best example for encapsulation. So when they ask the question, what is the best example for encapsulation? Class is a best example. Why? Because inside the class, what is supported by class? Class is supported data part. Class is supported data part, as well as which part is also supported? Method part. Data part is available, as well as method part is also available. This part is a data part. This part is a method part. Combining data and methods in a single unit. That unit is called as a class. Class is a best example for encapsulation, but access the private properties. Private properties within the subclass, we use as setters method, setting the values, getters method, retrieving the values. Setters method is going to be assigning the values. Getters method is going to be retrieving the values. This logic is known as encapsulation logic. Is it clear with you, Sai, Abhijit?
Yeah, it's clear, Sai.
Take 5-10 minutes break. We're going to start one more concept, a polymorphism concept we are going to discuss. Is it
Okay,
convenient or
Sai.
any works
Yeah.
are there?
No work today. Leaves here. Yeah.
Take 5 minutes.
Okay, Sai.
5 minutes break. I will go to read.
Okay.
Because why I'm stopping? Because